You know you're getting close to the North Carolina coast when the trees start growing beards. Spanish moss, those waterfalls of gray-green life spilling from branch to branch, make our coastal forest feel enchanted, like something out of a fairy tale you remember from childhood. Now, I used to think Spanish moss was a parasite and that it was killing trees, but it turned out I had it all wrong. Spanish moss doesn't harm the tree, it's not even connected to it, but it is connected to something you might never expect. I'm Eleanor Spicer Rice, and this is North Carolina, naturally. Spanish moss is one of the most misunderstood plants in the Southeast. The Native Americans called it itla okla, or tree hair. The 16th century French explorers gazing up in our trees called it barbe espagnole, or Spanish beard, because it reminded them of those scraggly beards of the Spanish conquistadors. But it's not a tree's hair, and it's not a beard. It's not even moss. It's a flowering plant. It's what's called an epiphyte, an air plant. It only needs the kindly elbow of a branch to call home. Spanish moss takes nothing from its home plant except a place to hang. And hang it must. Spanish moss has to grow upside down. It pulls everything it needs, carbon dioxide, water, even nutrients, straight from our humid coastal air. When it rains, it gathers whatever washes over it, bits of old leaves, remnants of the forest canopy, and turns it into supper. Once it's established, Spanish moss becomes home to an entire community of life. Spiders and tree frogs hide in its tangles. Birds like Baltimore orioles weave their nests from its strands, while other birds line their nests with the plant's soft gray tendrils, down comforters for those babies. Even squirrels bed down in Spanish moss's softness. Nature, it seems, has grown used to Spanish moss, to its old lady tresses and old man beards. Remember that surprising connection? Well, let me tell you. Spanish moss belongs to the bromeliad family, that same plant family that gave us pineapples. They're botanical cousins. It sounds unlikely. How could something draping from a tree be related to a tropical fruit? Bromeliads are a large and adaptable family, and pineapples grow rooted firmly in the soil. Spanish moss chose a different path. It gave up its roots entirely, and it learned to live on air. Same basic structure, very different lives. If you look closely in the summer, you can find its tiny flowers. They bloom yellow-green, sometimes brushed with a little bit of purple. These flowers produce seeds that scatter on the wind, hoping to find another branch, another place to begin again. When the seeds land, Spanish moss seedlings grow small, soft claws, and they cling to bark like gentle kittens. As the plant grows, it weaves itself thoroughly through the branches like a gentle, living web. Spanish moss does produce seeds, but it spreads most easily by breaking apart. A piece of it falls, the wind carries it, a bird gathers it for a nest and drops strands along the way. Even human hands can move it from place to place. And because of this, Spanish moss needs community. You cut down the trees around it, and it won't have anywhere to grow. It needs neighbors, a network of trees close enough to help it travel and survive. That's one reason you don't see Spanish moss as far west as you once did. Our forests just aren't as dense as they used to be. The air it breathes isn't as clean as it once was either. Still, along our coast, Spanish moss endures in our humid air, our sprawling community of trees where it drifts from one branch to another. It's still here to drape our low country in those ghostly gray-green curtains, to make mystery and shelter life, and to remind us that some of the most enchanting things don't need roots at all. Just a place to hang and a little bit of magic in the air.
To learn more about Spanish moss, read the story in the March 2026 issue of Our State magazine or online at ourstate.com. And for more videos, subscribe to the Our State YouTube channel.